AEG Deluxe Electronic 608 microfilter is done. Come out of the shed after many years abandoned in there, wondering if it will ever live again. Well, does this behemoth of an early 90s vacuum cleaner work or not? All those and no more questions will be answered in today's video as we take a look at a good old-fashioned after refurbishment video. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? God, I've picked the filthiest trousers to put on, haven't I? Apologies for that. I wore these over the weekend to do some work. I've just come home from work and they were chucked on the washing basket, so I put them on. Seems they should have gone in. I was crawling around the loft and all sorts, but no worries, because this machine is 1,000 times cleaner than my trousers and teeth. It is the AEG BlackLine, yes, restored, and as you can see, it is a touch shinier now. It responded very, very well to machine polishing. It's not perfect, focusing on the scratches around the light. Unfortunately, unlike a car where you could literally take a layer of the lacquer off, you can't on this. You drill down into the plastic. So, you know, glossy from afar is what we have gone for. With this, it is a big, big vacuum. Here is the handle of a Hoover Junior. For a pointless comparison, I have no bananas. 4th scale. A big vacuum, but it's from the era where they were this. I can only find one date stamp, and I forget which part it was, but 1994, which makes sense because in the mid-90s, the range after this was out, this is one of the earlier designs, probably one of the last. So yes, we have our control panel with the cable which comes out here. Cord rewind isn't the best, but I was so scared to do much with it because the actual unit doesn't break itself. The cable is only held by this little flap that actually, when you push there, the flap literally goes away and the cable wheels itself in. So fraught with danger to actually strip it apart. So it's been oiled, and like I said, in a minute it does take the cable in. You know, and in my eyes, if I could just go onto eBay and buy a better cord reel, I would try, but no chance. So yeah, that's that. Also highlights another problem. And it's a bit of a shame because obviously in the European models, this is a German machine for primarily the German domestic market. And you can tell because if I take the plug off out of the way, look, there's the little flap. So when the 2-pin European plug is in there, it disappears off down and you can completely close it up. I couldn't even chip out a bit of the housing behind because it all works as part of the cable break. So unfortunately its flap shall forever be open, although this plug's quite nice. It's the one that came with it and it does drop down into it and is black. Apart from that, we have our power takeoff socket, bag full light, power adjustment, we'll leave it on 250. What else is there? If we pop the button, we can see the tools. Now, as you may know, obviously I have 2 of these. This is the after video with the, well, I say the first one, it's the after video with the best one. Because when I have 2 identical machines, I like to put all the better parts and make one machine, and then put all the lesser parts on another machine. And it was they're about 50-50, but this one has the full complement of tools. So we have the radiator brush, and it all sits nicely in this little door. The dusting brush, which is a very stiff, cheap brush. It's also a different style to the other one. But there we go. The upholstery brush, very nice upholstery tool. and the crevice tool, which obviously this fits onto like so. So there's the full toolkit for it. All sits very nicely in the back. There's a post-motor diffuser in here, not a filter. The only filtration really on this is the bag. Don't show me up on camera. I've watched you. There we go. It's the bag and the pre-motor filter, which shows both of these were horrific. This one, if I put my mind back, was packed full of MDF dust. Yes, MDF dust has gone straight through, and the motor sits upright in these, so the airflow goes underneath and then up, and the whole underneath was solid with MDF dust. Poor thing. So I've improved it, because yes, these HEPA flow, an absolute treat. There's a big old, I'm holding it now, there's a big part of the housing that goes in, perfect for a HEPA flow. So we have improved it, which is also really good, because these are the bags that I bought. And in fact, if I go and get the prop that I have, I'll show you the problem. I bought these literally years ago, so I've got no comeback, and technically they're not fully lying. This is an AEG 600, and it fits the wall, GR13. It's the same bag code that this had. But the problem is, when manufacturers reuse names, the whole spares market just craps itself, because it doesn't quite know what to do. So in here we have a filter that doesn't fit this machine at all. And then we have some bags which are quite close. Here is the collar from one of the bags that was in it before. And as you can see, it's bigger. The holes do line up if you really force the bag clips in. They're here actually, because I've had to take them off so the back door closes with the HEPA flow. These sit in here like so, and then the bag simply clamps down. Has to do one side first, then pull it over, do the other side, and that sort of, it does work, I will grant it. But they're horrible double layer paper bags, and they don't fully fit either. So basically, the fact that it can HEPA flow is an absolutely beautiful thing. If I can take the filter out, the pre-motor filter, this is the original one from this, it washed up, an absolute treat. Pre-motor filter cover, however, is a little bit of a faff to get on, because as part of the upgrade to these, the airflow goes through here, and at the bottom there's supposed to be a rubber seal that stops any dirt going straight underneath. That was missing on both, so you probably won't see, but there's basically now a line of hot glue and foam strip, which has made it completely airtight, but had the slight drawback of pushing the whole housing up a couple of millimetres and making the filter housing not quite click in. So we've got to take those off, because I don't want to get rid of them, because obviously if somebody wants to put paper bags in this at one point, they've got to have that. But equally, you know, they're really in the way for us. So that's the machine itself. With the machine we have an hose with the best handle end grip ever. You can hold it like that and it's really, you know, you can pick at stuff, or it's just so comfortable. I love it. And the swivel end. The reason this wasn't on when I started this video, because it was a pain to get on and off. This bit here is supposed to help, but it really doesn't. You literally just have to pull it. It just sits in there. The hose is supposed to be on the whole time. If you pull that, all that happens is that bit comes off. So we'll leave that there. So yeah, nice black hose. The wands, again, this is the better two halves, because I split these completely. This does ever so easy to take apart. the best two halves of the wand. And actually over here, because the dressing has dried, the Vario 2000 combination carpet and hard floor tool, which is in very good condition, side by side with the other one, which you'll see quite soon. It has the bolt going through it. This has the original wheel axles, and all it is a little metal bar that clips in one side and then sits as a sort of ball joint in the other. And they're very, it is a quality head, but it's not a quality head. I don't like it that much. There it is. It's quite cool though. Here it is in carpet mode. Yeah, and then the front and the back come down. Absolute sod to get lined up. I can't make the carpet pedals sit flat on either of them, but I don't actually recall it doing it to start with. The brushes barely go out past the base plate. But you know, it's a cool head, it's nice to have. And it is nice on the right style of carpet, which is why I'm kneeling on the test carpet, because it likes this, it doesn't like this rug. So what we'll do is we'll plug it in and you're going to hear the airflow more than the motor noise. It is beautiful. Bear with. Here we go. It is a big machine. Doesn't really, I can't really quantify how huge it is like this. Anyway, we are on minimum power, which is 250. Ow! 50 watts. It's so quiet, and it's still got enough airflow that it can hold its own hose up. Let's go to 500. A little bit of a change, not a great deal. 650, which is economy. Probably better doing that over here. 750. And all the way up to 1,100. The light works. I mean, the airflow is just astonishing. The actual machine is quite quiet, but you can't hear it over here. But if we turn it off, brand new motor bearings. The fan was utterly covered in rubbish. That got a wash out as well. Even the sound deadening went through the washing machine like an absolute champ, which is good because it was absolutely ruined. Right, we'll go back down to 250. We'll hook up the floor head. We'll make it a bit bigger. And we'll see how it does. So that should mean you can hear the motor more because the airflow will be deadened. See, it glides really nicely over this, even on full power. Floor head's really sticking down. It's nice on this. Hear the air coming out of the pile. Feel it. If I come off of here onto the rug, it's a different story. It skips. When you go really slowly, it still skips. The pile's just too stiff on this old rug. Also, it doesn't move sideways because of the rubberized wheel. Yeah, it much prefers this. Much prefers it. Wonder how it does in a little rice pickup test. Well, I've lobbed a bit of rice around the place, and to make things interesting, going to put the machine into its 650 watts economy mode, and we'll just see how it does. Well, that's a really clean sweep to the back. Okay. Well, be a shame to waste all that rice, wouldn't it? Maybe stick it on the rug and we'll see if it does any better. See if... Oh, you're a bit too far the wrong way. We'll see if maybe it was the carpet pile itself causing this issue. Good. Oh, yeah. We'll knock it right down. No. See how this one goes up the head. Yeah, that is not a polished floor. However, in minimum still, let's bob it up to max. Probably even make it. Oh. Makes it incredibly noisy. But it did do the job. Well, we're going to have to persevere and get the rest of this rice up. So we'll do that now. Get backwards, look. It does get the bits up there when it's not having snow plowing issues. You know, it is getting everything up it should. It is on the hard floor. Then you can just hear it. It's no more difficult. In fact, it bounces less with the brushes down. Just more suited to carpet like this. Who knows in the affluent... I have to shout, I can turn that down. In the affluent 90s, in your big house, and this would have been an expensive vacuum cleaner, you probably had carpet like this rather than cheap, awful rugs like I have here. So it could just be that. But either way, I think this can be classed as done. There's only one parking bracket on it as well, which is at the back. So, yeah. I'll lay it down so you can just see it more. Yeah, that's it really. Shouldn't have left it in the shed for so long. It's done now, so it can be sold. It is up for sale. If anybody in the UK is interested, do send me a massage. So there we go. Really, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you're enjoying my collaboration month with Dorian, that's rolling on this month as well. Stay tuned for that. That's why this is a normal video, because I'm only pushing them up on the days when I haven't already got a video. So yes, and I'm filming this very, very close to it going out. So I thought I would put that in there. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed a bit of top-end 1990s action. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.